Guys, I'm back, and today, guys, we're gonna talk about words and the power they have. Now, to be honest, I should have done this video a long time ago, but it wasn't really. It was always relevant, but it wasn't really necessary. But Monday, it became necessary because somebody thought they were doing something. Short story is, as we know, on, I believe it was Sunday, the episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta came on, and one of Kenya's friends was called a queen by Nene, the other castmate. And Xem Van Adams, the blogger who this video is about, well, most of it, he commented saying it was wrong that she said that and she should be held accountable. And he's right. She should. I, however, left a comment on his Facebook because he linked the article that he wrote to his Facebook account. I left a comment that said, and I know what it said because I wrote it. It said, Nene is a biological woman, not a man. Not a man trying to act like a woman. That is what the comment said. And if you think about it, that is a very sensationalized way of what they. That is a very sensationalized way of saying what they do. After all, that's why they're called queens, because to the outside world, they act like women. That's why it is considered derogatory. But the thing is this. I then said, you as a person cannot use derogatory term X to you as the person in the group cannot use any derogatory term and then not expect it to be used against you. And he flew off the handle because he thought that I was defending her, and I never ever did that. I'm gonna read you exactly what he says to me in a Facebook message, which, by the way, he sent me an entire paragraph and then blocked me, which is what little punks do. You don't block someone after you send them a message that's designed for them to respond to. You could have blocked me and said, you have been blocked. That was it. But no, you pulled the bitch move and sent me a paragraph and then blocked me so I couldn't respond to you. So, this is what it says. It says, don't you ever in your life, and I'm reading this off my phone, don't you ever in your life leave a message so tactless and simple-minded on one of my social networks. I don't even understand how someone like you has managed to filter through my core audience. You are to give me the utmost respect. I am paving the way for young men and women to feel free and speak out against discrimination and character assassination. Here you are defending it. It's shameful and utterly ridiculous. Okay, I'm gonna handle this piece by piece. Number one, you say, I don't know how someone like you has managed to infiltrate your social network core audience. In case you didn't know, I'm actually part of it. Because I'm black, gay, and disabled. So if anybody knows about discrimination, it's me. Next time, do research before you come at me all kinds of wrong. Because that makes you look stupid. Number 2, you say you're let me read this correctly. You say you are paving the way. Paving the way how? What have you done? You write your blog. That's cool. You do your YouTube videos. That's cool. But what have you done? Have you helped pass any legislation? Have you spoken somewhere that makes you relevant? You see, as YouTube personalities, we're just that. Don't sensationalize yourself and make you more famous than you really are. Because again, you look stupid. Until you do something like that, what you see behind me, all my belts and all my medals that I won on my own merit, until you do that, until you go put your ass on the line and your face out there, don't come at me about discrimination. Because you haven't done anything for anybody. What you do is small. You need to get that. You're not as big as you think you are. I used to watch your videos until you became over sensationalized and over the top. That's how I was part of your core audience. I used to watch your videos every day until I saw who you really were. An immature, over the top, egotistical person. That's who you are. Because you obviously didn't read my comment. Because at the end, I said, you cannot get mad at her for doing this because we essentially taught her to do it. Gay people call each other queens all the time. So thus, you can't get mad at somebody else for calling you a queen, whether you are or not. Now, I didn't watch the show, but it is your responsibility as the person who is being attacked. It was an attack. I agree with that. As the person who is being attacked, if you don't like to be identified that way, it is your responsibility to tell the other person. If they refuse to comply to your request, then you have the right to call discrimination, slander, etc. You know, cause a fiasco on a stage, whatever you feel is necessary in the moment. But if you, it's really the same thing as you're walking down the street and you see your friend and you go, and this happens all the time in the black community, and you go, "What's up, my nigga?" And he responds, "What's up?" Or it happens the other way. You can't get mad at the white guy who walks past you because he was walking in that vicinity, and he says, and you're not responding to him, and he says, "Hey nigga." You can't get mad at him. You just responded to it. He saw it. You taught him it was okay. Words are universal. There are no rules to words other than grammar, sir. So don't do that, because it's just dumb. If it doesn't involve grammar, it's not a rule. Straight up, like, you can't get mad at the white guy because he called you a nigger. You just responded to it. It's your responsibility not to respond to that at all, ever. Okay? It's really just that simple. And for you to sensationalize this and make this a big thing like it's my fault. No, it's not my fault. And yes, Nene was wrong, but you are stupid because you didn't actually read what I said and understand it. Let me, there we go. That's better. You assumed that I was defending her. I never did that. I never said she was right in what she did or what she said or how she handled the situation. What needed to happen was Brandon should have spoken up for himself. And then after that happened, he should have walked away. But this is what happens when a community takes a derogatory term and makes it okay. And this is why derogatory terms are never okay. It's the same thing as Joe Rogan saying he was doing an interview at the last UFC pay-per-view, actually, which was 169? Yeah, 169 if I remember correctly. And he asked Uriah Faber a question about... he asked Chad Mendez, he asked Uriah Faber what he would feel like fighting Chad Mendez because he thought they were in the same weight class. It was a question involving Chad Mendez. I can't remember the exact question, but Uriah's response was, Chad is a weight up. Joe Rogan responded to that with, oh, that's right, I'm retarded. And he got backlash for that from the community who helps out the mentally disabled and parents of the mentally disabled. But the idea is that words are never okay. And before you come at me, do some research, champ, because I'm not the one. And according to you, you're 30 and you're over 30 and I'm 27. So the way you handle that says a lot about you. But anyway, kids, watch what you say. This is the entire point of the video right here. Nene calling some random guy a queen isn't really that important when we still got people dying because they're being physically gay bashed. And we got people being put in jail over their sexuality and being ostracized by entire countries like Cameroon and Russia. If you watched my video, What the Fuck Russia, you would know that I know what I'm talking about. So don't come at me again without facts, kid. I'm done.